Hi everyone, it is June 27th, 2024. I'm putting the video out a little late today, just been busy. All right, let's just get right into it. So yesterday I mentioned Costco as a potential long on a swing trade basis. So I ended up actually taking it yesterday after the video. And today it hasn't been doing too great. It's definitely showing some relative weakness on the M5 today. I mean, the market kind of chopped around a little bit, but Costco's been down. I'm not too worried about it at this moment, just because it didn't get below the low of the 26th. But my exit for a loss, if it gets to this um, this support level at around like 847, so like the low of this key bar, which is 847.65. That will be my stop loss. Um, but I do think it will regain its strength, and my profit target will be around the top of this key bar at 866.97. So that's my game plan with Costco. We'll see how it does tomorrow and potentially into next week if I don't exit tomorrow. But as of right now, I'm not too worried with it. Um, Today I exited Walmart. I saw early in the day it wasn't doing too much compared to the market. I mean, it was chopping and the market was going up. So I thought it was potentially going to go down today. And I didn't really think there was a purpose of holding it. So I exited at 10:18. So around this candle, right when it dipped below VWAP, I exited at 68.31 for a small profit, about 20 cents for the share. I didn't want to hold too many swings overnight, and since I was able to exit that position today, I decided to for a small profit just because it wasn't doing anything and I didn't think it was going to go up today. So yeah, that was that trade. And then I got into two more trades today, Meta and TanW. We can first go over Meta. Overall, I think Meta on a D1 basis is pretty good choice just because it was able to break this high minus trend line pretty recently on the 26th. So, and it broke with strength and it continues strength today. So I think this is a pretty good swing trade pick. I do think it will continue to go up tomorrow. Earnings isn't until July 24th. And my profit target will be around the high of the April 8th candle at 531.49. So that's like a pretty far profit target away. But we'll see how it does tomorrow. If it starts compressing, I may take profits a little earlier into tomorrow, into next week. But we will see how that does. My stop loss will be on the low of the July 26th candle, which is this low. So the low of 504.68. I really think if it dips back below this, basically this high minus trend line, this breakout's basically failed and it's not worth holding anymore. So that's my game plan with Meta. PanW has been super strong today. One of the strongest stocks I saw today. I mean, compressed a little bit in the beginning, or it gapped up, strong first candle, then it compressed a little bit, then the strength showed, dipped back below the VWAP, and kind of just chopped around a little bit, just went really nowhere for the rest of the day. But overall, it showed a lot of strength early on in the day, so I took it. I went long at I didn't go over Meta when I entered. For Meta, I went long on Meta at 522.72. So I'm currently down a little bit, but I'm not too worried as this is a swing trade. PanW, I went long at 340.50. So I'm up a little bit on PanW. In general, on the D1 basis as well for PanW, it just broke out of these two trend lines, this high plus trend line and this high minus trend line. It's in the gap from the February 20th, February 20th gap. So I think it has a pretty high potential to be able to fill this gap. The low of this is 359.82. It's a 340, so it still has like $19 to go. I don't think it's going to be direct strength up. It's probably going to chop around a little bit, but with PanW, I'm planning to hold it until the market shows some weakness. Then I'll potentially get out. But my long-term target is the low of the February 20th candle, or potentially, it may actually potentially get some resistance around the low of this green bar or key bar, which is 349.40, so about $9 away. So I'll take that into consideration. But yeah, there's around the 340, around the 350 level, I would say, and potentially all the way to the like 360 level. Something I wanted to go over just for my own logs is a mistake I've been noticing that I do. I rush into trades, I feel like, a lot on the M5 basis instead of waiting for a decent entry point. So I feel like just I'm worried that I'm gonna like miss the trade or something like that, and so I enter in not at the optimal time. I mean, Meta is a prime example. I entered in at 522.72 at like 10:20, so like around here, so close to the high of the day. And I really could have just waited at least until VWAP and until I found some support. But I kind of rushed into it. I saw the strength early on. And so Meta really today wasn't the greatest trade, but I'm swinging it. So it's not the worst on the D1 chart. I like the breakout, as I said, and the strength today. But yeah, I definitely could work on my entries in general. I mean, there was really nothing to chase here. It's not like it shot up and kept on going all day like Amazon yesterday. So in general, I think I need to work on my entries, and I can do that through the LSRI and the HA reversals, but I just need to be more disciplined with that. So yeah, that's one to just kind of go over just for my own kind of logs. We can go over market analysis a little bit. On the D1, I'm still relatively neutral, slightly bullish. We've just been compressing here. We haven't moved really at all. We moved a total of $4 in the past, just a $4 range in the past like week. So it's nothing really notable. We're still between the all-time high, and the low of the June 17th candle. I think if we're able to break below the June 17th candle, we could potentially see a dip. But the last 3 days have been green, so potentially it could go down tomorrow, but we'll see. It could also possibly continue up and possibly get to another all-time high, but we will see. There's not a lot of news coming out, so a lot of big moves is pretty unlikely. Intraday, we were basically stuck in a range around the like 544.70 to about like 546.50. So we were basically stuck in this range all day. Very kind of choppy. A lot of mixed overlapping candles. I kind of view these as kind of false breakouts or fake breakouts. of the range, kind of went up, shot back right down. So we kind of just chopped around a little bit. Again, not really bad volume today, not high at all. So not a lot of market direction not a lot of direction from the market, not a lot of tailwind for stocks. So again, finding the best of the best stocks to trade only. And I will now go over some potential picks. So as I said, I'm long Costco, Meta, and PanW. In my opinion, I may have too many positions on, especially swing positions, especially all on the long slot side. So it could be over positioned right now. I'm planning to possibly close these, or at least one of these out tomorrow, but it all depends on the price action. I'm trying to stick to my game plan more and not kind of veer off of it. So I will see how the market's doing and see how the stocks are doing tomorrow. So it kind of depends on all that. So, so some stock picks that I've seen is PanW today was really good. As I said, I like how it's in the gap, and it's had really good strength today. I believe it's going to continue filling the gap. Earnings isn't for more than a month, so it has plenty of time to fill the gap. So I like PanW. And I'll look through the rest of these now and see if I can find anything else I like. All right. So I also like Carvana. I know I've traded this twice already, and I probably exited early both times because this today has been pretty strong. I mean, I had this sell off, but the rest of the day was pretty strong. It is filling. It breached the high of the May 6th candle, and it's just been going up, and it's potentially going to hit resistance at around the 138 level. So it still is about $5 to get there. This could potentially be a good short-term swing trade or day trade. It's just shown strength in the last about a little longer than a week. So I like Carvana. I like PanW. And I also like Meta. I'm also in Meta, but I also like it. I like how I was able to breach this high minus trend line, and it continues strength today. I don't see really any resistance coming up until the high of the April 8th candle. So it's at about 520. It has about $11 until it potentially will hit resistance. But we'll see how it opens tomorrow and how it does tomorrow into next week. But I like Meta, PanW, and Carvana on the long side. We can now go over some bearish possible picks. So I'll be back with potentially any bearish picks I find. All right. For the bear side, I like BIDU. I know I've also traded this and had a game plan set up where I would have still been holding it until this level, which, should have stuck with my game plan because it's doing what I thought I would have done. It's just been weak for a very long time. I mean, since really, it's been super weak since mid-May, just complete almost every day in the red. But I think this is possibly a good pick. I mean, it has about about 50 cents until it reaches this support level. But also, I don't necessarily think it's going to stop when it hits that. These are just possible support levels that I drew based off of past price action and very far back. These levels, really, I think it has a possibility to continue downwards all the way until like 75. So a decent amount. I mean, that's around the low of this bounce. So BIDU is a potential good short swing. I wouldn't hold it for too long, but at the same time, it's obviously weak. And if the market shows any weakness, this stock's going to continue downwards. So, yeah, that is my pick. BIDU for the bear side. And if I had to choose between one long, probably probably Meta. I like Meta. I like this breach of the high minus a lot. So Meta and BIDU are my picks for today. All right. Thank you for watching.